Figured out. Coming anyway. Yeah. All right.
3 points, Zach LaVine.
I've always said it's my job to reflect what the crowd is or should be feeling in a moment. I'm just the fan there who happens to have a microphone. So when it comes to the away team, we're not excited. We want to know who they are. We want to know who's starting, and so it's very informational. But when it comes to the home team, of course, everybody's excited about hearing some of their favorite guys.
Coming right up, the Bulls taking on the Celtics. For the Chicago Bulls, every game presents another chance to improve and refine their brand of basketball. They want to win each half, each quarter, each minute, each possession. Celtics Bulls is next. We're back in just a moment. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Miami Heat. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. Drawing fouls remains an art. Coach Steve Nash says some moves are there to fool not just the defense, but the referees. That's where the game continues to evolve. But we have seen the league respond before. For example, they make it an offensive foul now to kick your leg out on a shot. Kevin, we'll see which moves they take on next.
Interesting, D.A. Thank you. Awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
I think we are, Kevin. I mean, obviously it was more balanced back in the day, guards and bigs. But with the three-point shot, it has really made this a guard league.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. Green is out there at the roast, and it's Vucevic in at the 5, down low. And for the Celtics, outside the wings are Brown and Tatum. Horford is out there with Williams, and it's Tiny in at the point. Here's Tiny. It's Brown on the wing. Passes it to Horford. Tatum kicks to Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. A three-pointer off the mark. DeRozan against Tatum. Green. And it's sent back by Horford. Vucevic with the bucket. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Wizards. Horford dishes to Williams. Horford the pass to Brown. Here's Tiny. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive scheme.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
Now here's Williams. Here's Tiny. Shot clock at 5. Off target from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Levine. Vucevic has got his second bucket of the night.
Instinctual pass by Zach LaVine. Doesn't hesitate to feed the wide open man.
They get the rebound. The kick out to Tatum. There's the pass to Tiny. For 3. That shot, no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
Hard to keep the consistency going, which I guess is the very definition of consistency. Keep it going. The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Ball no good. Boston off to a slow start. 4-point game. Here's Tiny. Ball with the rebound.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And DeMar DeRozan good for three. DeRozan. He's got 5 now.
So many players increased their range over the years. DeMar DeRozan has worked hard to be more than a mid-range shooter.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Al Horford. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Tiny. Chicago also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Vucevic. Kobe White comes in for Green. And it's Alex Caruso in for Ball. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Now here's Levine. 32 points for him last game against Utah. Thompson with the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
To the inside, Tice. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Bulls leading by 9. Here's White, and White slams it in.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Horford comes in for Williams. Brown, he's checked in for Smart. And it's Tiny in for Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Kevin, you tend to forget this about Levine. He's still so young. You feel like he's been in the league forever.
Shooting for Chicago, Zach LaVine.
And so LaVine nails both of them.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And yes, it's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And it's sent back by Horford.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Such a wide open look.
The quick thinking of Tatum. You have to be impressed with how he readies himself to shoot before he gets the ball.
LaVine for 3. That one doesn't go. The 3 from Tatum. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Chicago Bulls ahead by 9 as the... So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got White. Thompson is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Caruso in at the point guard position. And so it's Boston with it after the Bulls pick up 2. Cranes the three-pointer. That's 7 points for Tiny. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both. Yeah, the defender all over.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. So for the Bulls, Vucevic comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Green in for DeMar DeRozan. Celtics trail by 10. Inside, and White kicks to Horford. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. It's good from long range. Tiny's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Celtics.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Stripped it away. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes with different folks.
Yeah, but D.A., I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. Now, here's Brown. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Tiny. And again, Boston with the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Caruso, the pass to White.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Oh, here's Dosunmu. White covering. 6 on the shot clock to the middle. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection. And a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Daniel Tice comes in for Al Horford. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Tiny. Ball's checked in for Chicago. Now when Lonzo Ball entered the league in 2017, Greg, there were major questions about his shooting. And he struggled, of course, during his rookie year.
Yeah, and shooting 30% from deep and under 50% at the line. But credit to Lonzo. He's put major work into his stroke, getting that free throw percentage to over 75% during his fourth year in the league. And his three-point numbers, they've also improved greatly.
Tiny, he's checked in for the Celtics. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Levine's checked in for Dosunmu.
This is one area where Lonzo Ball continues to improve, creating space for his shot off the dribble.
Here's Tiny. He's covered by Ball. Vucevic with the rebound. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Chicago. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They get it back. Green. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Tiny, the pass to Tice. Tatum kicks to Brown. Here's Tiny. Jacks up a three. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Green dishes the ball. And 2 free throws coming up. Able to get that one to go with all the contact.
This is what you want to see more of from Lonzo, being more aggressive with his own offense and drawing fouls.
That one is off. Austin making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. And it's Horford in for Derek White. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Chicago. DeRozan comes in for Green. Tiny, the pass to Williams. Here's Tiny. He's covered by Ball. Latrey. Chicago grabs the miss. Down low. Kick out to Levine. Thompson outside. Back to Levine. Here's the three. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, how'd you see it?
They came out as a more physical team. You could tell they...
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Look at Tiny. He's been really playing well.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
Outside, the wings are Brown and Tatum. Horford is out there with Williams, and it's Tiny in at the point. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Tatum against Levine, and it's good for two. Levine's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Bulls.
The length helps Zach in a number of areas. Right there, you see the offensive board.
Tiny, the pass to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. From the arc. Busted. No good that time either.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
And DeRozan, a free agent this past offseason, took his time to find the right fit in terms of who he would sign with. Ultimately choosing Chicago at a big victory for the Bulls.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
Bulls shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Horford. Marcus Smart comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Tiny. Chicago also making some changes. Dosunmu comes in for Zach Levine. And it's Alex Caruso in for Ball.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Al Horford, he's checked in for Williams. Tatum comes in for Marcus Smart. And it's Tiny in for Pritchard. Pass to Tiny. From deep. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He's going to have to wait to hit his first triple this half. He had 3 at the break.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Caruso, guarded by Tatum. Caruso kicks to Green. Pass to Dosunmu. Three-pointer. Horford with the rebound. Celtics trail by 10. Driving in. Missed inside.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
And it's Vucevic missing. Austin's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Tatum passes to Tiny. To stop the drought. Good on the triple. Tiny's got it back down within single digits for the Celtics.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or something.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic, a force around the rim.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Nice game. Great performance by Nikola Vucevic.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
Some changes for Chicago. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Vucevic, and it's White in for Green. Here's Tiny. Offensive rebound. Brown outside. Here's Tiny. 18 points for him. And here's the fast break. Caruso, the pass to Thompson. Outside, White. Williams with the block.
Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Robert Williams. Williams comes in for Al Horford. White is checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Tyler. The Bulls also changing it up. Zach Levine's checked in for Dosunmu. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Alex Caruso. They get it back. Now Now Williams. Tatum on the wing. Back to Williams. Lets it go from deep. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Tatum. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a 10-ball game here. It's the Bull. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
3 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And the Celtics with possession here. Get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Bulls. White and Levine on the wing. Thompson is out there at DeRozan. And it's Ball in at the point guard.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
White the pass to DeRozan. Lays it up and banks it in. DeRozan's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Chicago. Now a timeout called by Boston.
And becoming more physical over the years. DeRozan converts off contact extremely well.
We all know he's a tremendous athlete, GA, who's added a lot of strength. He adjusts well in the air, and he can finish with either hand. Hard to stop him once he's in the lane.
He's checked in for Pritchard. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Passes it to Levine.
Some
nice ball movement by the Bulls. Out to White. He takes it in. That one doesn't drop. Celtics trail by 5 on the wing. Brown. Good. And it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists tonight.
And that's where Brown is at his best. A muscular beast who loves finishing strong through the contact.
Chicago calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Vucevic checked in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Green in for Kobe White.
Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
On the wing, Williams. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Ball finds Vucevic. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Lonzo Ball.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get his way.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet opposite happened.
For 3, Levine. Rebound, Boston.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
It's stolen from 10 feet out. That is good. And the Bulls lose to just 3 points on the basket from Tiny.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
And it's Tiny with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:14 left in the game. Feeds to Vucevic. Good. That's 12 points for Vucevic.
And the key for Vucevic is remaining aggressive. But when he does that, this guy can dominate.
Here's Tiny. And he gets it back. Tries again. Green with the rebound. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more.
Deixa eu ver como é que eles querem. Manda melhor. Como é que eles querem? Melhor é pior que tu, mano. Ele é pior que tu 30 vezes, mano. Não joga, mano.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Caruso, the pass to Levine. And Tatum pulls it down. They need a basket right here.
They cannot wait around. They've got to be aggressive and go get a big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're up by 2. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those
Que
5 seconds.
When it comes to scoring, Zach LaVine is just getting better and better. Every season, he comes back a stronger shooter. There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 4. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
And on the defensive end, they'll have to foul whomever gets the ball. No time left to be picky.
And what a sensational bucket to put them within one.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
At the line for the Bulls, Caruso, 2 shots.
Second one is good. Both at the line, and it's a 3-point.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the...
Oh, he got the goal! I can't believe it!
Guys, that's one for the highlight reel. They needed a 3 to extend the game, and the young fella delivers.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here. Brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Boston. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. Jason Tatum is out there with Williams. And it's Williams at the 5 spot.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA. Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
You know he wanted to knock down all his shots at the line, but he still did enough to put them in front.
Here's Caruso. Levine inside the 3-point line. The wing jumper.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
To take the lead. Horford kicks to Williams. Brown outside. Drills the 3-pointer. Brown's got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 1:16 left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Balls checked in for Alex Caruso. Oh, Vucevic in position. That one, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up with a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 4 from the field in the overtime period so far. Tatum, that's for 2. DeRozan with the rebound.
Com'è che tu?
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Good! A huge shot to tie it up.
Outstanding read by Ball. Sizes up the situation and hits the biggest shot of the night.
Now a timeout called by Boston. 41 seconds left in the first overtime. And the Celtics with possession here. Williams passes to Horford. Over Green.
Boom.
You can't say enough about Horford's poise in high-stress moments. Thrives when the whole team is counting on him.
Vucevic finds Ball. Back to Vucevic. Green breaking loose. They shoot again. And it's Vucevic misses. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty. Here's Boston now. And they go to the intentional foul.
Number 11.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
That's his first personal foul.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ballgame.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those two to fall.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They trail by 4. 16 seconds left to play in the first overtime.
Here are the Celtics dancers.
Now off the inbound. Count!
Alonzo Ball gets up high to slam it in. I love it.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
That's his second personal foul.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
The line, number 11.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame. DeRozan scanning the floor. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
And you know, Jason Tatum is one of those guys who can really do it all. He's got a versatile skill set that makes him a constant threat on both ends of the floor.
So it's the Boston Celtics with the W. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Al, congrats. Tough game tonight. When do you think you guys really locked in and started taking control of the game?
It all started the second half. We didn't do a good job the first half. We let them hang around. But, at least we reacted better the second half. This is one of those games that we just had to, will our way to win this.
A lot of games like that, you have to kind of just grind out, Al. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
Aquele Golden Buzzer, esquece.
Making that boom, give me headroom, stretched out all in that backseat. I need that leg room. Give me sugar, sugar, honey, what that bread do? Sticky, sticky, money trees stuck to me, don't ever move. Call me Senora Cash Dollar. Hola, if the coin talking, bring my Motorola. Or I be on D&D chillin' in my Corolla. Posted up like a piece of art at the mama, all of them. I want it all, give me all of that, all of them. Give me all of them, all of them. I want it all, give me all of that, all of them. Give me all of them, all of them. Want it all, give me all of that, all of them. Give me all of that, all of them. I want it all, give me all of that, all of them. Give me all of them. Come here, baby, quiet down and listen. Show me you could take direction, I'll show you my vision. Never, I won't make you division. I'm trying to get it all tonight, it's a mission. Give me all the spice, close the kitchen. And I'ma give you all my spice, right? 100 degrees. Or I'ma have to hate to have to sign you out early dismissing. All of them, I want it all, give me all of that, all of them. Give me all of them, all of them. I want it all, give me all of that, all of them. Give me all of them, all of them. Want it all, give me all of that, all of them. Give me all of that, all of them. I want it all, give me all of that, all of them. Give me all of them. Give me them, give me that, give me that. Give me that, give me that. Lulu B, you know she.
All right, fans, here we go!
They are passionate. They are hungry, very vocal about what they like and what they don't like. I love the atmosphere, but man, I can't ask for anything more from these fans. They are as passionate as they come.
3 points, Kobe White!
I think I just want to add to the experience. I remember as a kid going to games where I don't remember necessarily who played or what the score was, but I remember the experience, the sound of the music and the smell of the popcorn, and all of that made the experience what it was. And
the water in South Florida glistening. A perfect day here in Miami, the Magic City. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the NBA on Thursday night. We're bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson at the Hey, Alec.
Thanks, BA.
Well, Allie, they want to stay in the mix. Good reporting there. And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. At the 2 and the 3, Brown and Tatum. Robert Williams out there with Al Horford. And it's Tiny in at the 1 spot. And for the Heat, at the forward slots, Butler and Tucker. Lowry and Hero teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot. Well, we've got some hot starts and some ugly starts early in the season. Grant, how long should teams wait before worrying about their record?
Well, it's simple, BA. If you have a bad record, you should always be worried. But most GMs don't think about making changes until about the halfway mark.
Here's Tiny. The rebound by Lowry. For Miami, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Here's Hero. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
And they get that first bucket. 1 for 4 to start this game.
Pulls up. Nice shot by Tiny.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Pass to Butler. Oh, got a piece of it. Tatum with a steal. Now the Celtics on the move. Here's Tiny. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Way to capitalize on the mistake that leads to the bucket. You gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Butler double team. And here's Lowry. Pass to Tucker. 4 on the clock. Second chance shot. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
This has to energize Lowry, a true competitor who embraces the challenge of scoring on tough coverage.
Well, it's hard to talk about Lowry without mentioning his fantastic defense.
Quick and physical with ball handlers. Tough to back down in the post, and just brings the effort on every play. Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
The Heat have gone 2 of 6 from the floor. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And he gets it back. Out to Lowry. Second shot opportunity. Chalk up 2 there. Lowry's got 5 points.
Smart play by Jimmy. Butler spots the open man. Tack up an assist.
Oh, it's stolen by Butler. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. Soft touch off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Pass to Tiny. Takes the 3. And Tucker pulls it down. The Heat have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Lowry outside. Down low. Here's Hero. And that comes off the assist by Lowry.
Hero sticking with it through contact. That's not easy.
And the Celtics call time here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Back to White. Pass to Pritchard. The three. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Oladipo.
The former #2 overall pick in 2013, Oladipo gives you production, but he also plays with a bit of an edge.
First free throw is good.
The 2013 draft, Victor Oladipo out of Indiana becomes the 2nd overall pick, and he broke out in his first season with the Pacers. Nice to see him come back from this injury and start to make an impact.
Can they get it? No luck on that one.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Here's Hero. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Williams. Pass to Pritchard to the paint. Here's White. Over to the left wing. There's Tatum with the three. Buries it from three.
Nice play. Tatum consistent with that jump shot, especially off the catch.
The Heat have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Here's Oladipo. Got a piece of it. White against Hero. White can't hit. Here's Martin.
Yeah, with his length and athleticism, Tatum has the tools to be a lockdown defender.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Heat. They lead by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with...
I'm so fortunate to be able to...
Well, I tell you, Brad, Butler's so driven.
I mean, uncompromising. He found a team that trusted him enough to make him the foundation.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. We've got Derek White, Marcus Smart out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Daniel Tice, and it's Williams in at the 4-man spot. Count it.
But if you don't box him out, you're a dead man.
Boston's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Now here's Hero. He's closely guarded. White with the steal. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the Heat culture is all about work, and this roster is littered with overachievers. Jimmy Butler said, quote, "The Miami Heat look for those diamonds in the rough. Players that are hungry, players that have some dog in them and play for one another. These guys do what it takes to be in the league for a while." Brian?
Boy, they compete, right, Allie? Thanks for that. Well, you look at offensive basketball nowadays, Brent. Less isolation play than in years past. You think that's good, or do you miss some of the gamesmanship?
Well, I think the ISO play is still one of the better plays in the game if you have an elite player. I mean, he's not making decisions with the ball. He's trying to shake one defender loose and get a shot to the rim. And a lot of guys who dig into the numbers say that's better than trying to execute a play with a number of passes where mistakes can be made. Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. And he handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Fires the three. And it's Martin with the rebound. The Heat have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tice has got 5 rebounds in the game. Brown passes to Williams. And Tice with the bucket. The assist from Williams. And that'll tie this game up.
High value assist there. Finding him inside for the finish.
Yes, it's good. Oladipo's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
And that's how you orchestrate the offense. Lowry showing the vision and the unselfishness.
Timeout called, the Celtics.
And Kyle Lowry had a ton of suitors in free agency. And many teams felt he could be the player to put them over the top. But ultimately, he chose the Heat because they had recently gone to the finals. And I'll tell you what, it seems like a great fit overall.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Tucker comes in for Martin. On target from range.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Lowry. There's the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lowry's got 7 points.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And the shot's good. And it's a 3-point Miami lead.
Well, Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Tiny, no good.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
And Williams punches it home.
The break ignited by Horford's play at the other end. Can't let your guard down around him. He has such a diverse skill set for a player of his size.
Here's Lowry. Misses off the right iron. Boston has gone 2 of 5 from deep here in the second. Here's Tiny. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 13.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
Butler passes to Oladipo. Outside Butler. Takes a 3. No good that time. And the first half comes to a conclusion. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. It took them a little while to get going, but you love what they did in the second quarter, ending with a 2-point lead. And taking a look at the Celtics, Kenny, what did you see out there?
They're running a smooth offense tonight, creating high-quality shots. Motion, sharp as a razor. Their spacing is excellent. They're moving the ball well. I love the way this team is playing.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
I like how they're working the ball down low and finding easy ways. They maybe just switch things up in the second half, but I say stick with it. Force the other team to adjust to the way you play.
And that's...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Miami trailing. Lowry and Hero teaming up in the backcourt. Inside, it's Adebayo with Tucker playing the 4, and it's Butler in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Tiny. He's guarded by Lowry. Tiny, no good. And Miami has possession. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Butler finds Adebayo. The 15-footer. The rebound, Celtics. Back to Tatum. Outside, Brown. Here's Tiny. Off the mark there with a 3. And for the Heat, they're shooting just 37% so far in this one. Lowry with it. Now guarded by Brown. Back to Lowry. The 3-ball. And the 3-pointer goes. Lowry's got 10 points in the game.
Well, Lowry can just pepper you with shots from the arc. He's got a talent for finding and making those looks.
Here's Tiny. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. 16 points for him.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And a like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Back to Lowry. Pass to Hero. Clock at 6. Driving inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hero's got his third basket on the night right there.
In a flash, Tyler Hero makes his way to the inside. Nice use of his athleticism.
Tatum from long range. No good there.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Here's Martin. Pass to Dedmon. Another shot. The shot off that time. Brown with some nice D. White for 3. And he gets it back. Second chance effort. That one is off. And it's Miami the other way. Here's Martin. Launches it. Can't get it to drop.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Boston again missing.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Back to Lowry. Driving in. Tatum pulls it in. Boston has gone 1 of 6 from three-point range here in the third. Not the result they're looking for. And that one's good. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now. Just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Oladipo's checked in for Miami. Tice is checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Smart. On the attack, Hero. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
To the inside. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Tatum passes to Tice. And that one's good. Tice has got his second bucket on the night. Okay, it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look good.
And hopefully it's not as bad as it looks. That would be a big blow for them.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
The Celtics making a switch here. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Brown against Oladipo. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Hero, no good. The Celtics have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Tiny. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Here's Butler. Up again. Tries yet again. And it's laid in by Adebayo. Adebayo's got his second basket.
Yeah, those possessions like zombies staying alive out there, courtesy of Bam Adebayo.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. We've got Al Horford. He's out there with Robert Williams. Jaylen Brown is out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Tiny in at the point. Outside, Brown. Pass to Horford. Here's Tiny. This one for three. And it's Miami with a rebound. Martin's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Butler. Adebayo with it. Horford covering. Now here's Adebayo. Defense right on him. Shot clock at 6. Martin misses.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Lowry, he's checked in for Martin. White, he's checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Pritchard. The Heat have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Here's Hero. And again, the Heat missing. The Celtics have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Here's Adebayo. Oh, it's blocked by Williams.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Horford outside. Here's Tiny. Sinks it. What range from downtown. He's got 21. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
We've seen them make the extra effort defensively, rotating, closing out airspace, and sending shots back.
A significant difference here has been the number of points off turnovers that they've gotten.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He is not happy about their perimeter play at either end. They're getting killed with the 3 ball both ways. He said it's a battle they can't lose if they want to come out of here with the win.
And Allie, thank you for that. Pass to Smart. Here's Tiny. Butler covering. And they get it back. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Ooh, rejected by Horford.
Well, a level of engagement that Horford brings on the defensive end every night is impressive. Terrific block there.
White on the wing. Back to Horford. Here's Tiny. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And the call will be against Derek White. That'll be a second foul of the game. Brown, he's checked in for Smart. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Throws it up high. And Adebayo slams it in.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there. Vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
Here's Tiny. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Basket's good. Now it's just a 4-point Celtic lead.
Man, no question. Jimmy Butler all the way.
Fires the 3. Nice shot by Tiny.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the 3-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Pass to Horford. Here's Tiny. Stolen by Lowry.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6.
Embracing his role as a leader for this squad, Lowry recognizes the importance of this in terms of developing his teammates.
The Celtics making a switch here. Smart's checked in, and now we've got an intentional foul. Here's Tiny, and he commits the intentional foul. He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. They trail by 7. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd.
And the defense knows that Hero can get that jumper working from just about anywhere.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he ends up making the second. And that increases the lead to 6. And here are the Heat now. Inside. Here's Butler. Cash. And now they trail by just 4.
Jimmy Butler is one of the respected guys when it comes to these moments to play in the clutch.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 6-point ball game.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. For 3, Robinson. No luck on that one. So we see the Celtics get the win here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue?
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
city no more, man. They know I'm the queen, man. They already jacked that. Yeah, man. I can never lose. What you thought? I'm the queen of New York. It's life. I'm a big stepper. When I walk, big flexer. This is chess, not checkers. My checks up. When they talk down, tell them bless up. I ain't giving no lecture. No. Got me charged up like a Tesla. Pressure. So many people let me down. Why would I let up? Can't trust these friendly. Nah, it's a setup. I can't trust these pretty forever. My heart told me love, get you together. Yeah. And when you take a couple L's, you gon' win forever. Give up, I'll never.
Yo, what's up, man? I see you out there doing work.
This is Mike Wałczewski, PA announcer for the New York Knicks, and I'm here to celebrate the return of heroes with your top plays from this past weekend in Season 7. Starting in dime time, Gamer Mike 123 MF hops over this pass. That's fun to pull off and even more fun to watch. DeCephus doesn't pass in this dime time clip, but the team lets it go out of the fear of the dunking power.
Hi, and well, we are near.
Good evening.
Like you, David, on the sideline. Boy, I love Gilgeous-Alexander in his game. D.A., thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Harrison Barnes is out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's Sabonis, and it's Fox, and it's Davis in at the 2 spot. And for the Thunder, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with MP. Then it's Lou Dort, and it's Baisley in at the power forward. Early on here, Greg, we already see some second-year players looking much improved over their rookie season.
Yeah, and if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. You're comfortable now with the speed and physicality of the game, and I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year.
Now the Thunder with it. Dort finds MP. Back to Dort. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. MP, no good. On the wing, Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Well, this guy is willing to make the extra pass. Barnes is not just a finisher, right? This guy's most efficient when he plays within the structure of the offense.
Now, here's Dort. His last outing, 16 points for him. MP passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's MP. Bank shot, no good. Now, here's Fox. He's covered closely. Got a hand on it. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy. And for Darius Baisley, the forward, it's all about developing consistency.
That's exactly right, because Bays can go hot and cold night to night. Rebounding, we know that's there night after night. And think about it, he's got time. The offense will grow more consistent with time.
Now here's Davis, following the miss by MP. Here's Lyles. Sabonis trying to get open. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Dort passes to Baisley. Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. Roby. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Dort against Barnes. Pass to Sabonis. And slammed.